ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇದೆ
ನಮ್ಮ ಇದು ಮೇಡಮ್
ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ
ಹೊಸ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಆದರ್ಶ ಆದರ್ಶ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದಲ್ಲ ಮೈಕ್ ಅದು ಫುಲ್ ಕವರ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ ಹಾಂ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ
ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಂಗೆ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಮೇಡಮ್
Good morning all. A warm welcome to everyone gathered here today. I am Vidya SK, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, SVIT Institute of Technology, your host for the day. The 21st century stands as the epoch of science and technology. Virtually, every facet of our lives is now intertwined within their influence. In contemporary society, envisioning national progress devoid of their presence is inconceivable. The indispensable value of science and technology in our daily routines is widely acknowledged. Various scientific innovations have not only simplified but also elevated stress from our everyday lives. Moreover, technology has illuminated the path of our modern age. Concurrently, a nation's economic advancement is inexorably linked to the progress of science and technology. Today, we all are gathered here to see such innovations in science and technology by our students. Music is a moral art. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, life to the imagination, and charm and guide to life. To begin with the event, I call upon on stage Ms. Lakshmi R, 4th SEM, Department of Information Science and Engineering, for the welcome song.
महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितं महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवसुतं गुरुगुहनुतं महादेवसुतं गुरुगुहनुतं मारकोटि प्रकाशं शान्तं महाकाव्यनाटकादिप्रियं मूषिकवाहनमोदकप्रियं महाकाव्यनाटकादिप्रियं मूषिकवाहनमोदकप्रियं महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं. Thanks.
Thank you, Lakshmi, for the delightful performance. Taking our event further, I, on behalf of everyone present here, heartily welcome the dignitaries present on the dais. To begin with, it is a great honor for me to welcome our chief guest for today, Dr. Techspardha K, Manager, MEMS Application Intelligence USA. I would like to request our principal, Dr. M.S. Ganesh Prasad sir, to welcome him by giving us something. Thank you, sir. I would like to welcome Mr. Bhargav Sridhar, Founder Director, Picklet Networks Private Limited. I request our Vice Principal, Dr. Lakshmi Narayana Chari, sir, to welcome him by handing over a sapling. I take this opportunity to welcome our respected principal, Dr. M.S. Ganesh Prasad, sir, and express deepest gratitude for his presence and support, which have made this event possible. I now invite Dr. Venkatesha M., Professor and Head, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, to welcome him with a sapling. Thank you, sir. I'm profusely overjoyed to welcome our beloved Vice Principal, Dr. Lakshmi Narayana Chari, sir, for gracing this event by his presence and sparing this valuable time. I would like to request Dr. T.G. Manjunath, sir, Professor and Head, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, AML, to welcome him by his sapling. Thank you, sir. I would like to welcome Professor and Head, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Dr. Venkatesha M. sir, for gracing this event by his presence and for creating the atmosphere for all of us to experience a fine day with organized schedule. I would like to request Dr. Brinda Shetty ma'am, Professor and Head, Department of Information Science and Engineering, to welcome him by a sapling. A warm welcome to Ms. Chaitra, Senior Associate Interior Designer at Movement Interiors. I would like to request Dr. Anantaya MD, Professor and Head, Department of Civil Engineering, to welcome her. I would like to welcome our beloved HODs of various departments, fellow faculties, and dearest students to the event. Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity. As sunlight expels the darkness of night, similarly, blessings bring in our life prosperity and happiness. To make this event blessed, one invoke Goddess Saraswati by kindling the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. For seeking the choicest blessings, I invite all the dignitaries on the dais and industry experts along with HODs to kindle the lamp. Thank you to all dignitaries. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Rahul Vidya, Inside Product Specialist at Dell Technologies. I would like to request Dr. Shankumar B. Patil, sir, Professor and Head, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to welcome him. Let's extend a warm welcome to Ms. Neha P., Scientist CNCO R&D at IAC Startup Lab to Market Innovations Private Limited. I would like to request Dr. Chaya PM, Associate Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, to welcome her. Thank you, ma'am. now invite Dr. Pavitra G.S., Associate Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, to the stage to introduce before us our esteemed Chief Guest, Dr. Sri Padaraja Kesar.
A very good morning to all the dignitaries on the dais, dear colleagues, and all the students present here. It is with great honor and privilege that I, Dr. Pavitra G.S., Associate Professor, Department of ECE, stand before you today to introduce our distinguished chief guest for this event, Techspardha 2024. Dr. Sripada Raja sir completed his Masters in Electronics from Bangalore University and PhD from NIT Surat. He started his career in microelectromechanical systems, that is MEMS, as a project assistant in IISc, Bangalore. Later, he joined Big Tech as an application engineer. He was a senior application engineer and subsequently product manager after the IntelliSense software team set up a new company, Sridhar Technologies Private Limited. He has conducted many training programs and has given many invited talks across India. He is associated with IntelliSense and is its associated business for 13 plus years. He is now operating in the capacity as director at IntelliSense Software India. Beyond his professional tributes, Dr. Sripad Raja sir embodies the professional and human values, inspiring countless individuals to strive for greatness and make a positive impact in their respective spheres. Today, Dr. Sripad Raja sir graces us with his presence, lending his wisdom and insight to this gathering. We are truly privileged to have Dr. Sripad Raja sir here with us, and I'm certain that his words will resonate deeply with all of us, leaving a lasting impression. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Sripad Raja sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Sri Padaraja Kesar, Manager, MEMS Application Intelligence USA, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Because for me, the association with SVIT Institute of Technology is not new. It's been more than 6+ years that I've been directly or indirectly getting associated with this institute. Okay. Here, what I see as a different and many other, I keep visiting many other institutes. Also in Bangalore, across India. Here, especially in Bangalore, what I see is here you have a lot of deep tech that you do. Okay, so one is I naturally I get influenced because of the semiconductor background that I have. So my association with the Sai Vidya Institute of Technology goes through Dr. Venkatesh and his guide, Dr. Narayanan. Okay, so that's how we started discussing, and we all grew together. I was doing PhD, he was doing PhD, Dr. Chaya was doing PhD, so Dr. Parikar was doing PhD, so many of them. So we all grew together. Okay, so and now we are at our own positions for various things. So here, what I see is, as a technology, there are many verticals. When you talk of any science and technology, if you look at last 25 years, the technology has evolved. Okay, there is always a trend, there is always a hype. Whether it's relevant, not relevant, we hardly think. We just want to be in the race. Okay, so if we go back to our at least the generation of 90s kids, what we typically trend. So in 2000 we had this IT. Except IT, nothing else is all gone. Okay, so everyone, whether he is a civil engineer, mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, everyone went into IT. Okay, So at that point, so after that, okay, there was a stabilization period. So now, after this, for now, what has started? What is the most trending now? Technology. Students, AI. So the most hot AI and ML. Okay, so that's the most happening technology now. It's good. So things have to evolve, and we have to compete with that. We have to learn new things. But if you look back, for every technology that it evolves, there is always something which is backing it very strongly. For AI and ML, or the training, the artificial intelligence, what is backing? The data. So what we really look at is the AI/ML, okay, data set. So how do you interpret all your data set? How do you build your AI models? And how do you present yourself? And what valuable information that you gather out of it is what it matters. So AI/ML is very happening because it touches all the engineering fields. Okay. So while you are working on the applications of AI, building AI models, so it's always important to also understand the data and how it is being extracted. So what I would suggest in case if you are an AI enthusiast, have a group of 4 people. One collect data, one work on core engineering, one do the programming, one build the application. So that's how the technology backs or sustains a lot. So now in India, the next happening thing for the next 10 years is semiconductors. Okay, so semiconductors we have been lacking for quite some time. So me seeing the technology or the semiconductor technology in the last 10 plus years in India, and now in the last 2 years being exposed to outside world. So at least we are 10 to 12 years behind what the world is in semiconductor technology. Probably that's the reason our political leaders have realized that the semiconductor is the one that is required. And now many businesses for engineering are focusing more into semiconductors. So for the next 10, 15 years, along with AI/ML, one more core engineering that evolves is semiconductor technology. Okay, and you have all the privileges here in this institute to work on various verticals. What I have seen in the last 6 plus years, you want to work and build some student level projects, there are people to help you. And you develop, demonstrate, lead. Further, you want to do a publication, yes, people are there who can help you out. Further, with all the publication data, you feel that it is very innovative, I want to patent it, yes, you can do that. Further, you want to productize it. Productization is a very challenging job for that matter because I see from the industry, bringing a product to the market is extremely challenging. At least any core engineering product will take minimum 6 to 7 years to go to market. Okay, so that is the perseverance one need to have. But anyway, so wherever you want, so for students, so for wherever you want, you can position yourself, contribute, dedicate. Because what we see or what we had when we were enthusiasts, we did not have the facility and opportunity to do that. And here today, you have everything at your fingertips. Everything is available. The only thing is that most students lack is making the right choice. Okay, because you have too many options. Okay, so freeze on to something which is more relevant and which gives you more wherever you are more passionate about it. Okay, and then contribute to that. There's always people to or I would say things will fall in place if you are really working very hard. Okay, so this is what I have seen the last 15 plus years working in this niche area because all these semiconductor things there are very less people available. So if you look at the semiconductor programs that are being announced outside, for the next 5 years, government has announced that they will bring up 85,000 skilled workers in the semiconductor area. So only thing that we lack is the expertise because there are very less in number. Okay. So here you have all the privileges to get into the program. There are many programs in MHRD institutes where you can learn things. So it's just that you have to come up with a silver line thread of why I've chose this and what is my contribution to this. Okay. So here, with regards to the contribution that I go back again on various levels, student project and the publications that you make, the journals that you make, or a conference where you attend, the patent. So here have an open mind, discuss with people. Okay. I also see, I mean, everyone are different and everyone has a different level of thinking. But don't get scared of sharing your ideas to anyone because it is your idea that you started with it. So it's not that someone will steal overnight. Okay, share your thoughts. Okay, and then you get more inputs. But of course, so you always, whenever you try to meet anyone elder than you, try to acquire some knowledge where their expertise belongs to. Need not be always technology. Okay, it can be in any area. Philosophy, spirituality, music, wherever it is. Okay, try to get it. So and today, if there is no teamwork, nothing will come out. Earlier, mechanical engineer, only mechanical engineer, but no, it's not. So I help my colleague, so he helps me, so both evolve. Okay, so with even now with this AI and ML, only when there is a core engineering values backing to it, then AI and ML has a lot of value. Okay, so always try to contribute. It's all about how you interpret the data and how you want to take out the data and give it to your friend who's doing a AI ML program. Okay, let's not. I mean, if we are from core engineering background, let's not worry about the programming Python. Of course, if you learn, it's good, but let's not do that. So let us skill ourselves in the core engineering area. If I am not from the computer science background, so there is always a room to contribute. Okay. So for anyone, don't compare yourself with anyone who's into the trending area and earning very high. There is always a time that comes to you where you also contribute. Okay. So everyone has their own chance. Everyone has their own day. But only that you need to have the perseverance to do it. So many of the PhDs who have completed, as one probably would understand, I've also gone through this. Whenever my other lab mate or anyone publishes a journal in a reputed one, okay, I'm still working, it's not happening, so where is it? So there is a time for me also. So I've also come through that, someone else also come through that. So there is always a timeline for everyone to do it. So with industry doing more of technology, for them, research data is the background. So as being an academic institute, you can always try to partner with industry and try to back them more in the technology. The major benefit that you as an institute has is the student resource, which the industry lacks. Anyone we want to hire, okay, what is the CTC? How much is the revenue generated? So we have to calculate so many things. Okay, let us only do the job. Let us do the heavy lifting. But here you have lots and lot of students where they're enthusiastic to learn things. Okay, and give them the right problem, make use of them. So tell them that, make them inspire about all of these things. Okay, and probably this will help both of you. Okay, both of you, the faculty group and also the student group. Okay, so this is one unique combination of research, academic projects, and patent. So this is what I have seen in this institute. So try to maintain that, and with more and more contributions from young researchers like Dr. Venkatesh, and he's now guiding other PhD scholars also. Okay. So with this, I would like to wish you all the best. Okay, and probably will meet each one of the group later with your projects. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening the gathering on innovation and research, and we also thank you for addressing the gathering on importance on publications and patents. I now request our dignitaries to take the honor of felicitating our chief guest, Dr. Sri Padaraja, please. I request our dignitaries to felicitate our guest of honor, Mr. Bhargav Sridhar. Thanks for the dignitaries. I now invite Dr. Tejaswini M, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to introduce before us our guest of honor, Mr. Bhargav Sridhar, Founder Director, Cricket Network Solutions.
Good morning, everyone. Present here, I, Dr. Techspardha, Associate Professor, Department of CSE, feel privileged to introduce our guest of Techspardha 2024, Mr. Bhargav Sridhar. Mr. Bhargav Sridhar Director, Founder Director, People Networks Private Limited. Bhargav Sridhar is an entrepreneur and technical innovator known for his expertise in computer science and entrepreneurship. With a distinguished academic background, he secured a gold medal in MA from prestigious International Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore. His journey into technical industry began with notable stint at IBM Research Labs, where he honed his skills and gained valuable experience over 3 years. Driven by passion for innovation and keen understanding of market needs, he ventured into entrepreneurship and founded Play Networks. As a founder and CEO, he currently leads the charge in revolutionizing the professional photography industry with innovative online marketplace and CRM tool tailored specifically for photographers. Recently, Play Networks secured significant funding, further solidifying its position in pioneering force in technical startup landscape. He is also a passionate photographer with deep expertise in motorsports photography. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request our respected principal, Dr. M.S. Ganesh Prasad, sir, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Respected dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Techspardha Rajke, Manager, Men's Applications, Intelligence, USA. Mr. Bhargav Sridhar, Founder Director, SVIT Networks Private Limited. My fellow colleague, Vice Principal, Lakshmi Narayan Chari, HOD of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Professor Venkatesh, HODs of all the departments, my faculty, staff, our alumni who are here as a juries, and particularly Mr. Rahul Vidya, second side product specialist, Dell Technologies, and my dearest students. Appreciated your patience. Hope all of you are proud on this day. For a simple reason, whatever you dreamt of last 4 years is coming to an end in next 2 weeks with a loaded days to come, starting from today, tomorrow, and the next week as a whole. Further down, it's going to be an university examinations. You are here with the intention to present your ideas through the products or the thoughts, whatever you're having, maybe in this year or the previous year, which you might have been started as a mini project and now you ended up with a major project. Hope you are satisfied with that. You may be doing that as a documentation. I think a team of intellectuals with the Professor Venkatesh and all the project coordinators across all the departments and HODs contributed to come out as a documentation of your project abstracts, which is going to be with us and it's going to be posted in our websites. Do not be afraid of your ideas, which is very, very abstract in nature. Nobody will really catch your ideas or really try to copy your products as a project as a whole. Right now, whatever the project which you are actually doing, if you are really interested to continue that work, you can, there is a number of ways to make sure that you can be a part of some startups of your own or any other startups who are working in a close associated in the same line, you can be a part of it. So that your efficiency is going to be better. Always look for what actually matters for you, when you're going to be happy, on what verticals you're actually working, whether it's a technical or non-technical. You should develop, you should invest your time. Now, for the next 10 years, later, the next 30 years is going to be comfortably you can take your professional career further. There are ways to document what Dr. Sripad has actually mentioned about publications. Good number of my students having a question that if I publish, my ideas are going to be steal. That is may not be the right in the intellectual competitive market. You have to be ahead of the time. To be, you have to be in the limelight. You need to really work. Whether your ideas or your projects are going to be copied by someone in some corner of our nation or state or the country, as a world as a whole, if you can protect it to some extent by and patent, but patents may not give such a protection. Okay, for normally for the startups, in the big organizations like Honeywell, there's a big team of IPR, but the small startups they will not fight for the ideas. They try to be in the competitive world by advancing or adding a lot of features for the product which actually they develop. Right? So that is how you need to survive in this competitive world, as an intellectual competitive world. That is the only one thing which you keep in your mind, that as long as you are there in this competitive world, you need to keep on adding your features to the products which you are actually developing. Then only you can survive. If you stop working for the products, then that is the end of that particular product. People start copying without your knowledge. In some corner of our country, some corner of the world, they keep following up with you and steal the data. Okay. How best you go to advance yourself, that is keep working and adding a lot of values to that particular product. Okay. So IPR is definitely protects your ideas, but there may not be a chance that you are going to be taken care by this IPR. Okay, just I want to sensitize in this line because it's a day where you wanted to showcase your products, your projects. I wish everyone all the success in your future professional career. Thank you, Ananta.
Thank you, sir. I request Mr. Bhargav Sridhar, Founder Director, SVIT Networks Private Limited, to address the gathering.
First of all, extremely honored and privileged to be here. Second thing, quick question. How many of you are looking at entrepreneurship as a career choice? Students here? I can see one hand. One more. Anyone else? If I may ask, have you started your journey towards it? Okay, so some minor details. What do you do right now? Okay. Nice. So it's a service company, right? So can I expect more, more students picking up entrepreneurship as a choice? I'll tell you a very quick story of how I started. This is probably the fourth company that I'm building on. The first one was when I was Patil's student. He encouraged me and then built for quite some time. Typical fears. I had a lot of fear. Will it work? Will it not work? Will I get funding? Will I get money? Will I be able to, keep up with the race? Will I be able to get sufficient money to run the thing? But I realized when Sir told all the points that he spoke about was extremely valid. One is everything will eventually fall into place. Right? I had zero idea of what things gonna turn out to be. And another point when he mentioned about AI. So our startup, what we basically do is it's a CRM tool and a marketplace for photographers. All the professional photographers out there, they can basically create their portfolio, manage their business, invoice, quotation, all of it, and also use our cloud services for file transfer. We built an excellent product. We lacked marketing skills. We didn't know how to sell the product. Right? We were good at tech. In fact, one of my co-founders is an alumni of Vidya. We had excellent tech team. We built a great product, but we didn't know how to sell it. We tried all possible ways for the last 1 year. We were not able to do it. And then one thing we did, we changed our domain. we introduced AI into the business. We brought in AI, and in fact, we were struggling for even funds. We brought in AI. We said we have an AI-based face recognition tool that identifies your photographs out of the whole image set. Like, say, for example, he's making the event, right? Post event, we'll give you the link. You can basically upload your selfie, get your photograph only. You don't have, you will not get access to the other photographs, you'll get only your photograph. That is the first AI thing we introduced. The second AI thing we introduced was using huge amount of data. What we did, we identified what is the right sweet spot for the photographers to charge their customers. Right? Because it's a skill-based service, each pricing will be different. Someone would charge 20,000, someone would charge 3 lakhs for the same event. Right? Based on the skill, based on the market, we gave them pointers on what is the right amount that we should charge to get maximize business. So, see, adapting the moment we did, we had 2 funding offers. One of it is we have just accepted the first one. The moment we did, we had this. So 1 year we struggled so hard to build the product. We were ready to fail, but the last hope was AI. We built this, and then we got the first round of funding. So one of the key things is be prepared to fail. For sure, you will fail. Go ahead. Be prepared that you will fail. And if you're succeeding, it's a lesson. It's a bonus. If you're failing, you will anyway get that lesson. You can use that somewhere else, right? And I appreciate your efforts into entrepreneurship. So I would request a lot more students to pursue this. Forget about the fears. Make sure, and at this age is when you can take those risks. You don't have commitments. You don't have, the pressure of making sure you earn sufficient money and things like that. Do not fall into the race. Make sure you spend as much time as possible in learning stuff. Another point Sir mentioned was regarding the team, right? He mentioned 4 people, each person do one. I would suggest to take that seriously, and at the same time make sure you find people who can complement your skills, right? I was a tech guy. I had another co-founder who was also a tech guy. We made a brilliant tech product. We didn't know how to do sales, right? Make sure your team comprises of people having complementary skills. Someone is good at designing, someone is good at product, someone is good at sales. Make sure all of you form one team. Work towards that idea. Make that idea into your whole dream. Whenever you want, wherever you are, you should only work on that particular idea. Right? Spend at least 1 year on any particular idea that will become, not less. And around 1 year, you will realize whether it's working or not. And everything will eventually fall into place. Thank you so much. All the very best.
Thank you, sir. Your talk on Opting Entrepreneurship has undoubtedly inspired our young minds. I now request all dignitaries, industry experts, and head of departments to join us for the releasing of Souvenir Book of Abstracts 2024.
Ma'am, correct. Open.
Thanks to the all dignitaries. May I now request Ms. Deepika G, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to propose a vote of thanks for this particular segment of program.
Good morning, everyone present here. I stand before you with the immense gratitude and a heart full of appreciation as we conclude this project exhibition to K-4. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Techspardha Raja sir, who has generously shared his expertise, insights, and experience with us. Thank you, sir, for your esteemed presence. Next, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our beloved principal, Dr. M.S. Ganesha Prasad sir, for the motivation and dynamic leadership. Thank you, sir. I extend my deep gratitude to our vice principal, Dr. Lakshmi Narayanachari sir, for his guidance and encouragement. Thank you, sir. A big round of applause for the Techspardha convener, Dr. Venkatesha sir, HOD ECE, who worked tirelessly behind this. Thank you, sir. A special word of thanks to the mentor, Mr. Bhargava Sridhar, Founder Director, Pickle IT Networks Private Limited. Thank you, sir. My special thanks to all the mentors, Mr. Yashas Hecham, Mr. Bhagat Singh, Mr. Rahul Kudiyar, Ms. Neha B, Ms. Chaitra, and Mr. Karthik for accepting our invitation to the project exhibition. Thank you, mentors. My special thanks to Dr. Pavitra GS, Convener IIC SVIT, and IQAC coordinators, Dr. Arun Kumar sir and Dr. Yogananda sir for your unwavering support. I would like to thank the students of various departments, all the coordinators, my fellow faculties, and all the students for your immense support. My special thanks to today's Master of Ceremony, Professor Nisha SP. Thank you, ma'am. I would also like to extend my sincere appreciation to all the participants. Your active participation, engagement, and enthusiasm have been instrumental in making this event a vibrant and enriching experience for everyone involved. In conclusion, I would like to once again express my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you to your valuable contributions, dedication, and support towards making this project exhibition. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Abdul Kalam once said, everyone do not have equal talents, but everyone has equal opportunities to grow their talents. With this quote, I wish all students best of luck. I kindly request all the students' cooperation in being at the designated location at the scheduled time. Punctuality is essential for the smooth running of the event, and your presence is crucial for its services. Your promptness ensures that we can commence our activities promptly and maximize our time together. I also request the dignitaries, HODs of all the departments, project coordinators, industry experts to assemble near the glass door for the group photo. Thank you all.